We respectfully request the Sangha great virtues for the sake of this assembly and all living beings. Please turn the wonderful Dharma wheel to teach and guide us how to end birth and death, leave suffering and attain bliss, and quickly realize non-birth. Cung thính đại đức tặng thính, bi thứ pháp hội cấp nhất thiết chúng sanh. Tịnh chiến diệu pháp luân giao đạo ngã mộng, như há liễu sanh thoát tư ly khổ đắc lạc, tất chứng vô sanh. Homage to the Blessed, Noble, and Perfectly Enlightened One. Namo Sananto Suchedo Ye La Hudi San Miao San Puto Xie. Namo Dadakta Toyada La De Tamil Tamboda Toa. The unsurpassed, profound, subtle, and wonderful Dharma in 100,000 million aeons is difficult to encounter. Now that I'm able to see and hear, I will receive and maintain it. I vow to fathom the thus come one's true and actual principles. Wu sheng 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 wei miao fa bai qian wan jie nan zao yu wo jin jian wen de shou chi yuan jie ru lai zhe shi yi. All Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, Great Master Jingliang, Great Master YongHua, all good monks and nuns, and all good knowing advisors, Emitofuo. 诸佛菩萨、精良大士、师父上人、各位出家人、各位上智士，阿弥陀佛。Chư Phật Bồ Tát, kính thưa Thanh Lương Đại sư Hòa Thượng Tiến Hóa, quý thầy cô và quý vị thiện tri thức A Di Đà Phật. Hello everyone, today is the 22nd of October 2023. Thank you for joining our discussion of the first chapter of the Avatamsaka Sutra. We are on slide 330. I'm glad you're here. We've been away in South Korea for a while, so now we're back, and so I'm glad to see you. And let's jump right into it. Brahma King, pleasing ocean-like sounds gain a passage into liberation of constantly reflecting upon and contemplating inexhaustible dharmas.
乐意海音梵王，得常思维观察无尽法解脱门。
Okay, yeah. We are talking about the who's who in the universe. In particular, these are the celestial kings, the world rulers of the first dhyana heavens. So these are big shots. They're pretty close to us. And his name is King Pleasing Ocean-like Sounds. So his voice is very pleasing to the ears, and the sound has so much variety, and it's never boring to listen to him. I just wonder, does he, when he talks, he goes up and down a lot, or how does one talk with ocean sounds? It's amazing. I'd love to meet the guy and listen to him just for the heck of it. So I heard the ocean sounds. Okay, it's the names really. There's a meaning behind it. It's really ocean of sounds. When you listen to him, it's like you pay attention. It's like there's so many nuances of sounds. Could be piano sounds, could be sounds of thunder, so all sorts of sounds. Okay, it's fantastic. So it means that whenever he wants to convey a certain point, he used the sound would vary. It's not like monotonous like Jungin Sunim. You know, the Koreans, they talk monotone. Okay, or the Japanese, when they chant Buddhist sutra, it's monotone, one tone only. Okay, and the Koreans, I'm learning that they speak monotone. You're not supposed to go up and down. Okay, no emphasis. Like us, we have inflection up and down a little bit, you know. But no, Koreans, they are flat. Okay, so you see, it's fascinating to find out that you can use different sounds to convey your teaching. It's kind of cool. So what does he do? How did he become enlightened? And again, when we do these things, it's kind of fun to do with you because it's totally unprepared. We going where no man has been before, like Captain Kirk. God bless him. Because we delve into the kind of details. This guy, to me, is kind of fascinating. You can go through, like Master YongHua, you read through these very quickly and so forth. But no, you want to see how they made it. That's of interest to me. How did you become a big shot? Aren't you curious? To me, it's fascinating. I mean, these are very, very important people in our universe. And they're telling us right here. He says he got there, becoming a world ruler, by constantly, meaning that every single time he has a break. He doesn't sit there and false think and daydreaming or waste time at all. He's reflecting, Quan Cha, and so reflecting and contemplating. So he thinks about it, and then he keeps on thinking about it. Okay, it's contemplation. What is he contemplating? Inexhaustible dharmas. Now, the original Chinese is Fa. Fa has two meanings. Could be two meanings. One could be anything, or two could be Buddha Dharma. What do you think this is? What is he contemplating? Definitely not anything. Because you contemplate anything, every single thing, that's called false thinking. Is that clear? You know, this is so. For correction here, we might want to change this to a capital D for future reference, okay? Because it's not, he's contemplating things. He's contemplating Buddha Dharma doors, if you will. Makes sense? Yes? Otherwise, the small d is called false thinking, which is what we do. Okay, that's what we normally do. If you keep on doing that, you will remain an ordinary person, will never become a world ruler. Let's make it clear. So, what are the inexhaustible dharmas? Meaning that in Buddhism, there are countless Dharma doors. Okay, why are there countless Dharma doors? Inexhaustible. There's no end to it. Why is that? Because each Dharma door, each way of practice, each way of approach in helping you become enlightened, in helping you resolve your problems, in helping you get ahead, is totally dependent upon your conditions and your preferences, your strength and your weaknesses. Okay, so each one of us is different. For example, my mind drawing a blank when I look at you. You all look the same to me. Anyway, so each one of us is different. There's some people who have Catholic preferences, tainted preferences, and some people who are primarily concerned with parenting. Some people are more concerned about GI Joes, wars, and so forth. You see, so we have different preferences because why are they important? Because the Dharma doors are your choices or pathways that of interest to you. Unless you're interested, you will not be able to concentrate. You will not be able to stick to it in the long haul. Is that clear? So that's why as a teacher, you also want to develop inexhaustible Dharma doors. This is why this guy is contemplating inexhaustible Dharma doors, meaning that once he understands one approach, for example, Huatou in meditation, there's a big Dharma door that Koreans would like to practice called Huatou, or the Chinese nowadays primarily love to practice reciting Buddha's name. So one Dharma door, one way of practice is recite Buddha's name. One Dharma door, for the Koreans would be the Huatou, and so forth. And for us, we like to do a lot of things, including mantras. Okay, reciting mantras, reciting sutras, and so forth. And so, you see, these are different methods of practices that are actually very useful. Because you need change constantly. Okay, very much like the weather. So each day is different. You don't want to do the same thing. Or if you do the same thing, you better be prepared to adapt to the changes of the conditions. Okay, so this guy here, he would sit there and contemplate, let's say, contemplate meditation. Okay? So for meditation, there are this long list of different meditation techniques. So he would sit there and contemplate breathing. Okay? Meaning that he sits there and say, oh, breathing. So he look at it until he say, that's why. That's the meaning behind that breathing method. Breath counting method, okay? And so he does that. So it helps him understand that particular Dharma door, okay? This particular method of practice that works very, very well, okay? And then another meditation technique would be, as I mentioned, Huatou, for example, where you say, what is the sound of one hand clapping? I like that. One hand clapping, like you only have a left hand, but you're right-handed. How are you going to clap? Your hands. Okay? And so you contemplate these things, the different methods. Or you can practice, for example, in Chan, you also practice like Hinayana like to do, kindness contemplation. They sit there and they send these thoughts of kindness to people you don't like. I'm not looking at anyone in particular, okay? Don't make it personal. Okay, so they send these thoughts of kindness to their enemies, their neighbors, and so forth, that they hate. Okay, and so there are tons of different meditation techniques. So he goes through these inexhaustible Dharma doors. Okay, so that tells you that he's very skilled at teaching people, because each Dharma door is most suitable to certain kinds of people. The more Dharma doors you have, the more people you can help, you can train, you can teach. Isn't that cool? So it sounds like he's like a celestial king, like a king up there, first dhyana heaven, for God's sake. It's such a low level. Okay, first dhyana. Okay, like President of the United States. Excuse me. It's so low, even lower than the first dhyana heaven celestial king. Okay, let's face it. Okay, Biden is old, so it's okay. To berate him a little. Anyway, I'm a Democrat deep down. How do we get into politics again? I don't know. So anyway, so you said you have these even though he's ruler of the first dhyana heavens, and yet he's actually a very, very big shot. For him to have that kind of wisdom where he can contemplate inexhaustible Dharma doors, that's very impressive, folks. I assure you. Incredible wisdom. Okay. All right. Questions? Next, 332. At that time, great Brahma King Shikin received the Buddha's awesome spiritual power, universally contemplated the multitudes of the Brahma heavens, the heavens of Brahma ministers, the heavens of Brahma multitudes, and the great Brahma heavens, and spoke the following verses.
尔时施气大梵王，成佛神力，普观一切梵身天、梵辅天、梵众天、大梵天众，而说颂言。
T33. At the time, the leader of this first dhyana heaven celestial king by the name of great Brahma King Shikin. Okay, so he's very big shot. For him to be recognized as a leader among these big shots, he's very, very big shot. Okay, this is very interesting. Hey, kokoto. They received the Buddha's awesome spiritual power. Okay, so for him to speak these verses, for him to speak to this assembly of great Mahasattvas, okay, who were assembled there to listen to the Buddha sermon. This guy doesn't have enough power. Even though he's a world ruler, he's not capable of talking the following verses on his own. That's what it means. That's called a spade a spade. He's not smart enough, he's not wise enough to come up with just some verses that's coming up. Okay? And this is the humble truth of cultivation. Even he's a very big shot. He has tremendous wisdom. He has huge accomplishments. And yet, he still needs the Buddha's awesome spiritual powers in order to do this important task. What we keep on hearing this, but because of what happened recently, when I was in Korea, I need to point it out to you, okay? And worth stressing. How did he receive the Buddha's awesome spiritual power? We keep on talking about it, but no one ever asked me, how does it happen? Yes, 8.
I'll take a guess. Is it by him speaking Dharma?
By speaking Dharma, okay, he spoke Dharma, but before he spoke Dharma, he got to receive the Buddha's awesome spiritual power. How does it happen? He said, me, Tarzan, king of the jungle. Ook, 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 ook. Huh? Did he do that? or if it's Mary Jo, she goes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. How does it happen? It's so important. This is what people don't notice. It's so critical. Yes, 8.
He passed a test to earn it.
He passed the test to earn it. All right. Okay, he passed the test, so he deserves to receive the Buddha's awesome spiritual power. Besides, the Buddha needs him anyway, because he needs him, his mouthpiece. Okay, but what is the how is it possible? Do you understand my question? If I explain more, then I'm giving the barn away, the farm away. You know how expensive farms are nowadays. Yes, 1.
Master, I wonder, could that have been sudden teaching?
Sudden teaching? No. Anyone else? This is so critical. And you see, this goes to prove that few people notice this. But I gave you a hint already in light of what happened when I was in Korea. Yes, 6. G.I. Joe.
Master, I would believe that...
Should we now change the name to something more like sexy? Instead of G.I. Joe, it's kind of old school. Can we call you Expendable? Can we call you Expendable 4?
None of those seem appropriate at this point.
None of those, okay,
I'm just an old man learning Chan.
Boring. Yeah? Continue.
I would think, in view of this question, how do we receive the power? We spent our time dropping our attachments and our whatever else bothers us, attachments. And if we do that, we're making ourselves clear that we can receive the spiritual power.
Yes, and see one more trigger that most people don't realize. Yes, Colombia.
Thank you, Master, because he's in a state of samadhi.
It's samadhi. Okay, possible. Go first. I give you a hint. Hint.
I guess that's something to do with Guan Chi. So maybe doing the ceremony is basically something to do about the sutra that Buddha spoke. When we practice that, we receive the power.
Okay, I don't think she's confident about her answer, I think. Next, no. Anyone else? Huh? It is so fundamental that unless you have this, he cannot receive the Buddha's awesome spiritual power. It says here, received the Buddha's awesome spiritual power. So, right here, how could he receive the Buddha's power? 8.
Did he ask for it?
Okay, more direct. Yes, Colombia. 9.
Thank you, Master. If it says received, so I imagine blessings.
Blessings. Okay. 8.
He made vows.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, you're getting so sophisticated. Yes, go first.
Second try, doing Buddha's work.
Doing Buddha's work, not bad. Okay, JMT. Look, it's kind of early for Korea, so we kind of let them wake up a little bit. Yeah, JMT. What's the trigger? Very important.
굉장히 중요한 거.
What is it?
믿음을 가지고 있습니다. 믿음이요.
Master, he believes. He has a faith.
He has faith. 9.
He took refuge.
He took refuge. Whoa. Anyone else? Wow. Very good. Excellent. He received it because the garage door is open. Do you get it? Huh? Unless you open your garage door, how is the Buddha's going to come in? The Buddhas are not, they don't normally barge into your house. You understand that? It's so subtle, but yet unless you open the door, he's not going to come in. You understand? You have to open the door of your mind, of your heart, before the Buddha's awesome spiritual power can go into you, before you can receive it. We're not talking about standing up there, oh, I'm a disciple of the Buddha. I'm his number one boy. I, devote my life to him. It's about a personal thing between him, you, and the Buddha. He says, my heart, my mind is open to you. Here's what happens to people in the world. They say, I like you. I'm your boy. I'm your girl. But it's only words. The heart is not open. People in the world learn to say those words, to kiss up to people. But it's not coming from the heart. And therefore, they cannot get all of it. For the Buddha, for this King Shikin here, to be able to receive the totality of the Buddha's spiritual power, guess what has to happen? There's no wall. All the doors are open. Quack, quack, quack. Got that? Does it make sense to you? It's such a subtle point, but unless, at this level, unless his heart is wide open, he cannot receive the Buddha's awesome spiritual power. It's not that the Buddha is not willing to help him. Buddhas are so willing to help us, but it's us, our heart, are not open. So what it means is that instead of taking advantage of the totality of the Buddha's awesome spiritual power, you only take advantage of a small section, small part of it. You are doing it to yourself. It's not the Buddha is not willing to help you. It's like inviting the Buddhas to your house for dinner, okay? But allowing the Buddhas to only put one foot in. Yes, one.
Thank you, Master. I have a comment here from Emily T. Says he endured a great obstructing obstacle with patience.
Yeah, but after that, you still need to open your heart. It is so fundamental, folks. Buddhas and Bodhisattvas are willing to help us. It's as us who put a wall, who close our doors and don't allow them in. Only allow them to the front yard. That's it. And so the answer of the Korean Sunim there says lack of faith. It says by faith, absolutely. That's the requirement. This guy here, King Shikken, has absolute faith in the Buddha so that everything is wide open. He says, Buddha, this is me. This is me. I'm not hiding. I'm not pretending. I'm not pretending that I like you. I believe you. It's all wide open. Like Jesus. Did you realize that in that statue, that pose? They see it as suffering. I see it's wide open. Very, very subtle difference that can make or break you. So one of my disciples got broken because the doors are closed. Help cannot come in. No reinforcements. You get what you deserve. You understand? Buddhas are absolutely committed to helping us, but we are not open to it. He says, no, you're the Buddha. No, you're Buddhist. No. Okay? I need my privacy. I need my space. I need things I don't want you to know. Okay? The things here, this door here is locked. Only I have the key. Buddhas, you can come into the rest of my house, but not this one. But that's where your ghosts and your demons are. That's the difference, folks. That's what can break you ultimately, because you lack faith and you keep help away. You don't allow help to reach you. Is that clear? We all know the Buddhas are so powerful. Buddhas are invincible, but they need your cooperation to do their work. It's you who decides to keep them away. Don't look, don't look. Hey, don't look at this. You think Buddhas don't know how icky you are? You can't hide it from them. Even if you lock this door here, they can still come in. No door can keep them away, but they respect your privacy, man. I mean, girl, woman, whatever. Okay. So it's up to you. We say, hey, don't look here. They will not look. Don't come in here. They will not come in. I assure you, it's only in Buddhism that anyone can make this a statement of fact. Buddhas is invincible. Nothing can stop Buddhas except for us. We say, hey, it's my privacy, man. This is America. Haven't you heard of privacy? Huh? Leave me alone. This is my private life. Stay out. So Buddhas will accord with your wishes. Because the more of these hidden doors you have in your heart, in your mind, the less support you have, the sicker you are. And result shows, because you keep them out, you're helpless. Because they're stronger than you. They're not stronger than Buddhas, but they're stronger than you. Okay. But we all get what we deserve. I think that's what God says. And universally contemplating the multitude of Brahma heavens. So he is looking at his constituency, the first dhyana heavens. Okay? All those heavens. And spoke the following verses for them. 334. The Buddha's body is pure and ever quiescent. His radiance shines on everyone in all worlds.
佛身清净常寂灭，光明照耀遍世间。
Okay, 335. Buddha's body is pure and always quiescent and extinct. Okay? Buddha is total purity. So whatever body has, Buddhas like us, they all have their bodies, although it's different from ours. Our bodies are impure. It has a lot of, and it shows. You need to take showers occasionally. Or is it, the more you have to take showers, the more impure you really are. Never mind. Okay? So the body is pure, meaning he doesn't have to take showers at all. And ever quiescent, meaning that he can sit there and never shake. Why do you think you're shaking, by the way? Hey, girl. Okay. Go ahead. Huh? Why do you think you're shaking?
Yeah, but I think I'm shaking off blockages and things that I need to shake off.
Yeah, blockages, okay. Anyone else? You shakers of the world, shakers and quakers of the world. Why do you shake? Why do you quake? That's what she said. That's correct. Every time you shake is because your chi is moving in your body, okay? And it's cannot move. So you see, like you pushing, you see how my hand moves? Keeps the chi here. And this is a blockage. You go against it. Now the whole body moves with that. Can you see that? Huh? That's why you shake. Absolutely. Yeah, right. Okay, so it's a very good thing. You should not be afraid of it. Okay, you should not try to suppress it. Just let it happen naturally. Okay, and naturally, eventually, it will stop. There's no need to worry about it. Okay, it only tells you. See, it helps us, all of us, become more humble because we all have blockages in our bodies, which are illnesses. Okay, so the Buddha's body is pure and ever quiescent. He has no blockages. He doesn't shake at all. His radiance shines on everyone in all worlds. There's no everyone in the original Chinese. It shows that these people really don't understand how Buddhas operate. Buddhas don't simply shine on everyone. What if there's some people say, hey, don't shine on me. I am not Buddhist. You see, that's why originally in the Chinese, there's no everyone. Maybe in Korean there's everyone, but not in Chinese. Yes? Taiwanese. See, the Chinese character has there's no everyone at all. It says, Guangming, the brilliance, Zhao Yao, is very brilliant and it shines upon
Everywhere.
everywhere. Everywhere. Not just worlds. Not just world. It's not even non-worlds as well. Everywhere. Meaning that this light here, it can reach everywhere in the universe. That's what it says. Never mind about world. There is this world here and that world. What about in between worlds? See, that's why these people, they don't understand. Okay? So to change it, please. His radiance shines everywhere. Okay? That's all. Very simple. very powerful, meaning that, as I just said in the commentary, okay, the light can shine on everywhere through locked doors. The door and the lock is only in your mind. It cannot stop Buddhas. Is that clear? Not at all. This light shines through doors, walls, armor plates. Okay? There's nowhere that the Buddha's light cannot go. Isn't that incredible? It's kind of hard to believe for non-Buddhists. Really? You guys are talking nonsense. Okay? It's nonsense because you don't have enough blessings so that you reject it based on the narrow confines of your mind. Your mental, your smart is too limited. It's your heart, your wisdom that can accept the things that are beyond your comprehension. Is that clear? Okay. Smart people choose to only restrict their worlds to what they can understand. And that's why they're piss poor. Their lives they're like paupers. They live only a narrow world where they can only understand. When they can only make sense. If it doesn't make sense, they say, no, I don't want to look at it. Seriously? So you choose to be blind to things that you don't understand? You can't comprehend? So you choose your world to be like the size of an oyster. Is that why the expression, the world is your oyster? No, it has different meaning, connotation. Again, your intellect is so limited, yet you're so proud of it. You say, "Oh, I'm a medical expert. I understand medical science." But medical science has so much unknown. I'm an engineer. But engineers are just so ignorant. That's why structural engineers, when they engineer something, they beef it up 10 times just to be safe, so that they don't get sued. They say, no. This is accepted engineering principles, engineering practices. Okay? And that's so sad. It's okay. If that's what you need to do to make a living, it's no problem. Okay? You don't need to take such chances. However, it should not have to confine your non-professional life that way. Okay? So anyway, it shines. The light of the Buddha shines, meaning it can shed light. This is symbolic of he can shed lights on everything. Okay? In contrast, demons, what do? You know what this means? Cover me. In commando language, cover me. I'm moving forward. Cover me. You don't know? You know, we are in a delicate situation where, you know, we want to keep quiet. So you don't say, cover me. So they go, cover me. Get it? Okay? So cover me. Okay? So that's what demons do. Demons cover you up so that you cannot see light. Buddhas shines through this cover. Demons cannot cover you up. And the Buddha decides to shine on the demon's cover, it shines straight through. As long as you're covered up by the demon's darkness, you are confused, you are vulnerable, you will hurt yourself. Next, 336. Without form, without action, and without any image or reflection, like a cloud in the sky, perceive him thus.
无相、无形、无影像，譬如空云如是见。
Okay, he's talking about the Buddha's body here. He says the Buddha's body, light, whatever, he says the Buddha's body is without form. No form whatsoever. No shape. You touch him, it's not even solid. Without action. What's without action? Never mind by the Buddha. When I ask you, do you have action or not? Your body has action or not? We're talking, let's compare our body versus Buddha's body to help you understand. Okay? So when it says Buddha's body is without action, I ask you, our body has action then. Yeah? And that's why the contrast. So what is the action of our body? Yeah, 9.
Thank you, Master. Maybe it's movement?
Movement? Huh? Dicing onion? Huh? Okay? We move. Our body needs movement. We are no press. Okay? Buddhas have no form, doesn't need to do anything. He has no image, meaning that or reflection, meaning that even you shine the body through the light through the Buddha's body is no shadows, no reflection. Okay? See that? So it's not a normal body. So does he exist at all? Is he like God? Yeah. Is it because you're hurting or just you thinking? Huh? Okay, so anyway, never mind, don't try to understand too much. Just remember this. It has no form, no action, no reflection. Okay? It doesn't need to go to the gym and work out. There's no action, no form, meaning that I don't know how attractive he is even. Okay? Maybe he's sort of like obese, short, bald, I don't know, okay, without any imagery reflection, okay. Yeah, so it's kind of inconceivable to have such a body. Yeah, you see, okay, like a cloud in the sky. A cloud in the sky here is an analogy for illusion, like it's not real. Perceive him thus. So the concept here is the Buddha's body is actually inconceivable. It's not something that you can rationalize, that you can conceive of normally as a body, as we use the concept of body. It's not such a thing. All right? So the point here is that it's kind of inconceivable. Okay? 338. The state of concentration of the Buddha's body, unfathomable by any sentient being.
佛身如是定境界，一切众生莫能测。
339 commentary. He also, again, I don't quite like the English translation because I don't think they understand at all. I don't care, but I don't know how to translate this, but can I first try to explain it to you? Okay? What it's saying that we're still talking about Buddha's body. Right? So this Buddha body here has no form, as like a cloud in the sky. It's like imaginary. It's beyond our comprehension. Okay, it's not the typical form of a body we used to. And it says that this body of the Buddha. It's actually, this body is the result of a state of samadhi. Okay? In other words, the body is born out of samadhi, created out of Buddha's samadhi. Okay? Or in other words, you could say that the body is a state of samadhi. Meaning what? He's always in samadhi. 24 hours a day. Forever. It's kind of cool. Think about it. We work so hard, right? We cultivate so hard, and sometimes you enter samadhi, and most of the time we cannot enter samadhi. Yes? That's a fact. You cannot concentrate. You can concentrate occasionally. That's who we are. Buddhas, in contrast, are always in samadhi. Is that clear? So it's different. He's not the same as we are. That's why for you to try to understand, is it the body, is it square, is it short, is it tall, is it, big, small, skinny, or V-shape? It's not like that because it's a state of samadhi, a state of concentration. Which means that with the concentration you're training right now, yes, can affect your body. Maybe not to the level of the Buddhas yet, but you affect your body with your concentration level. Yes, Colombia.
Thank you, Master. Does Mahasattvas can remain in Samadhi also 24 hours a day, but maybe like a lower level Samadhi, or they don't have that ability?
They cannot be in Samadhi 24 hours a day. As far as I know. Yes. 7.
So,
7 is a lucky number, you know that?
so I have a question. So it says that the body, he doesn't have, the Buddha doesn't have a body or form or stuff. So is it a type of samadhi when you feel the presence, like it has no form or it has no feeling, but it's just purity and like peace? Would that be samadhi?
No, let me try to help you connect with it.
Okay.
Whatever the Buddha's body is not the conventional body we have. Is that clear? That's a message. To try to represent the Buddha as, Chinese looking, like in behind me here. That's Chinese, right? I mean, the eyes are kind of Chinese. No? I think so. It's like slightly slanted. You're so racist. But anyway, so see, for us, we have this concept of bodies, okay? Body types and bodies. Buddha says it's beyond the concept of bodies. That's point number 1. Why? Is the next obvious question that you're driving at. Why do you need to have this Asian-looking body or Western-looking body, Indian-looking body? You know how Indian guys, these eyes are huge? Did you notice that? I love Indian guys. I mean, their eyes are beautiful. What's her name? That Indian actress? Trupi Thankar or whatever. Trupiyanka, whatever. Priyanka, yeah, thank you. Married to a singer, whatever his name is. I don't want to know his name, I just want to know her. But Indian people, they have such beautiful eyes. I'm always fascinated by Indian people. They have these eyes that are so captivating to me personally. Okay, so why is that? Indian people have these eyes. We Asians have, the real Asians, not the Indians. We have like this. Okay. Mary Jo, settle down. She's so racist. I can't believe it. So why is it we have different bodies, whereas Buddha has not the same kind of bodies we have? Because our bodies are the result of our offenses, our blessings. Okay, so for example, just to praise the Asian bodies, just for the heck of it, okay? Even though we have smaller eyes, but we're protected against UV rays. No? The point here is that some disadvantages as well as advantages. That's my point. You're so racist. I cannot believe. I apologize. My disciple is very racist. Shame on you. You understand? We have this body because it has with its own advantages and disadvantages. Right? Let's face it. Yellow skins age better than pale skins. Pale skin look better in videos than yellow skins. I'm just making things up. Don't take it literally. You're so bad. But the point is that with each body is a result of our retributions, good and bad. So far, so good. That's why I have this body. And basically, this body with it is because of causes planted in the past. That's why you have this body. Whereas Buddha's body is different. Okay? Do you have this body to undergo our retributions? So, for example, and at the risk of sounding racist again, there's some disadvantages here because we don't see as well, okay, as compared to Indian. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead, call me racist. I don't care. Too late. Yes, one.
Thank you, Master. T.S. Geppetto has a question. Is the Buddha's 24/7 samadhi the Sharingama samadhi?
Yes. Easy question. Thank you. Thank you for rescuing me. Let's change subjects. I dug myself a big hole there. Thank you for a landing hand. Okay, so the point here is that Buddha's body is different from ours. But when he needs to, because he's different, he can manifest himself in our bodies at will. How's that? That's the advantage. Because once you have this body here, it's rather difficult for you to change shape, if you will. Taller, you have to really stretch it. You see? Whereas when the body is like empty space, then you just project it on, and it's so much faster. That's why Buddha's body has the different types. The original type is formless, shapeless, no shadow, no nothing. But when he needs to, he projects an image called Shakyamuni Buddha, called Anipadva Buddha, called Medicine Master Buddha, called One Yin Bodhisattva, called God, if he needs to. Yeah. Rescue me.
Emitofuo. I have two questions. So that's the Chinese saying 真空妙有. I guess like what? True emptiness, wonderful existence. Is that the state of Buddha body or the state of a Buddha?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, so Bodhisattva doesn't have that?
They have it, but a smaller extent.
Oh, okay. And then I have a question about 5 precepts. And
of course.
Based on my observation, it looks like a lot of people who got to certified art first stage, they seem to have received 5 precepts. So I have a question. Have you seen anybody certifying arhat without receiving 5 precepts at all?
Have you received 5 precepts?
Yes.
You don't have to receive 5 precepts.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear that.
You don't have to receive the precepts in order to become enlightened.
I have to receive precepts in order to become enlightened.
You don't.
You don't?
You don't have to receive precepts to become enlightened.
I don't or you don't?
You don't have to.
I don't. Okay.
The Koreans totally understand me. You don't have to receive precepts. Okay? So, all of you this afternoon who plan to receive precepts, forget it. Anyone else? Yes, 5. Oh, she looks better already. Look at her. Now she's smiling. This morning she's coming. My back is aching. My back's aching. Look at her now.
Mô Phật Thầy.
Cái lưng nó bớt không?
Tại sao mà không
Cái lưng nó bớt không?
ngũ giới mà lên được sơ quả là A-la-hán?
Cái lưng có bớt không?
Hả?
Cái lưng có bớt không?
Lưng bên này hơi bớt kìa thầy, bớt kìa.
She said, my back feels better. Wow, hallelujah. Praise the Lord.
A Di Đà Phật, A Di Đà Phật.
Heal.
Alo.
Come here, let me heal you. I do anything to dig myself out of the hole. I dug myself. Yeah, come here. I heal you. I'm kidding. Stay there. Chọc thôi. Look at that. She had to use a cane this morning. Wow. Dễ sợ chưa? Khiếp không? Wow. Đẹp trai đó, đẹp gái đó nữa. I mean, she looks better too. Kinh khủng hả? Dễ sợ. Must be lunch. What did you have for lunch? What did you? Tội nghiệp quá. Okay. You healed. I would take advantage of it this morning. So, I'm hurting so much. And look at her now. Wow, this is amazing. Turn around, quay lại nhìn quay cho họ nhìn cái mặt. Turn around. I tell her, look around. So look at how happy she looks. Wow. You heal. It's okay. Wow. I take credit for it. What the heck? Okay. So you see, so they have the real bodies like this, but in order to connect with us, he can manifest as a typical body. So it's much more efficient than us. So he's done, like Shakyamuni Buddha, he's come here, manifest as his flesh body here, similar to us, except with bigger eyes, okay, because he's from India, okay. And he's done, then he can manifest different bodies somewhere else. And guess what? He does it everywhere. Does it make sense now? So he has the real body, which is formless, whatever we cannot imagine, but he projects, if you could call it projection, as Shakyamuni Buddha, as Amitabha Buddha, as Donald Trump. Excuse me. I take it back. Okay, he can project these bodies, if you will. It's kind of cool. That's the state of a Buddha. So far, so good? It's cool. People, it's fantastic. 340. Is revealed to them through inconceivable expedient methods. King Wisdom Light enlightens thus.
是彼难思方便门，此会光王之所悟。
Exactly. That's what I was telling you. With this formless body here, that's inconceivable body that we cannot describe, we cannot really help you understand, he will reveal to us through inconceivable expedient method, meaning that he can, these projections, he says he blows, he sends his image, his body called Indian body by the name of Shakyamuni Buddha, okay, as a crocodile, to help crocodiles, okay. He manifests different types of bodies, inconceivable bodies. That's what it means. Yes, too.
Yeah, but if Buddhas can come in inconceivable bodies everywhere and at any time, how come they don't come more often to our world?
What do I know? Why do you ask me?
Because they only come like every billion years or something, but wouldn't it be helpful if they came more? Or is it because our karmic obstructions are too high?
Can we stick to just Avatamsaka Sutra and not go outside too far? Okay. So why doesn't it come more often? It comes a lot more often than you think. Officially, there's something called official state visit versus incognito. Does it help? So officially, he'll come as Shakyamuni Buddha. And then 16 million years later, he'll come as Maitreya Buddha. And then another Buddha, another Buddha, another Buddha. It's all documented in the sutras. The next 1,000 Buddhas have been documented already. It's in our books already, meaning that the program has been set. Doesn't matter what you do. It's in motion already. Okay? So that's the official, including God. That's the official timeline. It says, at such point in time, Maitreya will come. After that, such point in time, another Buddha will come. That's the official. Because officially, when that Buddha comes, Maitreya comes, his job is to save a lot of beings, help them become enlightened overnight. One day, one night, he's done. He will teach countless living beings who become bodhisattva, mahasattva, arhats, you name it. One day, one night. Don't have to sit in full lotus. Yeah? No chan. No need for chan. Okay? One day, one night. You done. You enlightened. So take it easy. Just wait for him to come. Okay? So officially, he comes because he says, at that point in time, I come because all these beings, there is a reason for it. Because by that time, these countless living beings are ready to be saved by me. Because in that time, by that time, these beings in the past made offerings to Maitreya Bodhisattva. He bought Maitreya Bodhisattva some phở, some churches, red cars, hint, hint. Okay? So in the past, those beings offer him already. Could be a long, long time ago. Could be just here. Here's my pen. You need a pen? Here's my pen. A long, long time ago. Can't even remember when. And that one offering there is maturing in 16 million years from now, approximately. Okay? Because of that, those blessings, okay, these beings will have a chance to be born at that time. They could be young, could be old, could be have back issues. Doesn't matter. Could be Catholic, could be Buddhist, doesn't matter. But these beings have blessings with Maitreya Bodhisattva, so that when all these beings have been spinning around in this wheel reincarnation, so Maitreya Bodhisattva is saying, oh, not enough yet, not yet. I'm going to wait a little bit more. 100 million people, still not enough for me. You see? So he's waiting. Now I see 1 billion people. Not enough. Okay? And so he's waiting and waiting until all these beings will be born at that time in that place. The Maitreya will then, boom, he goes down. One day, one night, he teaches them all. One shot. That's why. And that's the official calendar. We call the Western calendar, if you will. Okay? However, between now and then, what happens to the people who are maturing, who are ready to be saved? What happens? Buddha says, can you wait? Are you willing to wait? Let me ask you. Never mind the Buddhas. Let's say you. You're ready to become enlightened. Would you like Buddha come around and say, you're kind of 60 million years early. Could you go into what is it? They freeze you to death or something? Huh? Like your eggs? Cryogenics. Thank you so much. Oh, it's nice to have these medical people here. Thank you. So, you can't tell them just freeze yourself 16 million years, and wait for me. So that's what happens. Because if I were ready, and Maitreya Bodhisattva says, I'm not ready for you yet. I'm still busy in the heavens, I'm real busy. I'm very busy. Believe it or not. And so I'm kind of busy. Can you call my secretary and make an appointment? As soon you're ready here, Maitreya can leap down and poof, project in body. Could be Master YongHua. Thank you. Please. Okay? So he would send a body to go and teach and help you become enlightened. Done. Okay? So my point here is that the official calendar, official state visit that's been planned already, And there are also incognito appearances that we don't know about. Because when he comes to save you, it's for you. No one else needs to know at all. And that's the nature of the help. The help is for you alone. It's not like, I save you, I heal you. That's marketing. Buddhas don't need marketing. Only crooks would need marketing. You are healed. Walk. Stand up. Okay? Does it help? They use both. They don't stop at anything. Nothing can stop them. When you're ready to be helped, believe they'll come and help you. Actually, they're watching us. It's not that they don't want to help. Actually, they're waiting to help you. Yes, 3.
Emitofuo. Master, a quick question regarding Avatamsaka Sutra. There are quite some drawings about the cosmos of what Avatamsaka Sutra describing the world look like. Do you recommend us looking at those pictures?
No, why not?
Them?
Look at picture and go see a movie. Who cares?
Is it going to confuse us or is it going to help us?
No much more than movies confusing you.
Emitofuo.
Take it easy, kid. I mean, lighten up. Jesus, just because we give you a drawing, that means that now you know about the universe? Oh, please, give me a break. You sound like Master YongHua disciples. Don't take yourself so seriously. You read the diagram, read, top secret documents. Who cares? Have fun. Have a little bit of fun like my disciples. You see, this morning, as to brag a little bit, this morning, which I showed you, I reported my trip, the Korea trip the last month, and I showed a bunch of pictures. And the common thread of all these pictures is that they all look so happy. Get the drift? If you do it right, you don't need to be like Master YongHua disciple. Me cultivator. Come on, man, line up. I mean, come on, girl. Can you cultivate and be happy? My experience has been, our experience has been, yeah. All right, we stop here today. Thank you, everyone. I think, let me finish. Calm down. So he has this incredible experience to appear everywhere to help people, okay? Manifest in different forms, different shapes, different times, okay? That's what King Wisdom Light enlightens. Yeah, that's what he realized. He understands himself. It's kind of wonderful that these people are great beings with great wisdom, and they're saying, I see it. You understand the gift here? You cannot understand. This guy here is a big being, has a big shot in Buddhism. He's like as close to the Buddha state as possible. And he says, I see it. I certify it for you. It's kind of wonderful. Yes, there's one question here in the back. Yes.
Thank you, Master. So if the Buddha manifests itself in different manifestations, it means that there's only one Buddha. And sometimes when I hear this, my mind feels like fear that what's gonna happen with me, with the ego, with myself, and
You will die, guaranteed.
and how can I stop that fear so I can keep progressing?
I just told you, you're gonna die, man. If you know you're gonna die, what else can scare you? But your Buddha body will never die. There's no need. You think too much. Our approach is very simple. Here, in American Mahayana, the Chinese, they do whatever they do. We don't care. Okay? Our approach, our temple is very simple. Go all out, become enlightened. Try your best. Don't say, no, I'm not going to become enlightened. That's BS. Don't be like Daniel and says, no, I'm not as good as God. Forget him. Okay? You are as good as Buddhas, as God, whatever you want to believe, whatever you want to measure up to. You should not sell yourself short. Be all you can be. What happened to we need more sound effects. So the point here is that the problem with people in the world is that they limit themselves. They think themselves as Chinese only, Indian only, Korean only. I am Korean. Okay? Don't be like that. You're limiting yourself. I say, God is better than me. Baloney. Don't ever restrain yourself, limit yourself. You don't know how sad it is for me to see how you limit yourself. It's so sad. Yeah, I'm Korean. I'm Vietnamese. I'm white. Sorry. I'm so racist. Anyway, the point is that you limit yourself. All I'm trying to tell you with our Chan Dhamma door is that don't do that. Go all out. You can go as far as you can. Go as far as you can. And the reason you don't go far enough is because you limit yourself. Just remember that. It's my job to remind you. You limit yourself. You say, I'm too old. Baloney. There's a Chan master who practiced and he became enlightened at the age of 80. After 40 years of practice. It's never too old to become enlightened. Never too old to give up the old habit. He's dying here, and we send him to Korea. Hopefully, I heard that, funeral services are cheaper in Korea. He went over there. Guess what? He's healthier than heck. He's healthier than here. So you see, the point is that don't shoot yourself in the foot. Don't limit yourself, okay? Because that's what happens to all of you, all of us. That's why one side is that I want you to not ever restrict yourself, limit yourself. No, I'm too late for me. No, my back is aching. No, I'm too old. No, I'm too young. No, I'm too short. Okay? So go all out. And number two, if you don't become enlightened, go all out towards enlightenment. Okay? Because you deserve it. You can. Anyone can. If you cannot make it, And of course, when you do that, there's a methodology. Don't be stupid. Say, I'm going to become enlightened. I'm going to become enlightened. But you're not doing anything. You better know what to do. And in that pathways, the way you do is to find someone who's done it before, who has a track record. Okay? Don't be stupid. Don't reinvent the wheel. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. There's plenty of people who've done it already. Okay? Like Master YongHua has a track record of helping people in my generation. Tons of people in my generation. Okay? And then the second side is that if you cannot make it for whatever the reasons, too old, too short, too G.I. Joe, whatever, go to the Pure Land. Keep it simple. That's all. Let Amitabha Buddha help you. That's all. That's our approach. Very, very simple. Okay? So don't sit there and, what's going to happen to me? Oh my God, Master just came back from Korea for a month now. I have a boat without rudder. I don't know which way to go. I spin and spin and spin. Too much thinking. Okay? Thank you, everyone.